Have you used AI tools like ChatGPT to enhance what you do at your radio station? AI isn't something that you want to get left behind on. Today, we'll talk about how ChatGPT specifically can help your online efforts as well as other areas of your radio station.
You're listening to Better Radio Websites, the definitive podcast for radio professionals who want their websites to generate more traffic and substantial revenue. Get time-tested techniques, secret tricks, and valuable tools in online content, marketing, analytics, security, social media, and much more. Ready for your radio station to dominate digital in your market? Here we go.
Hi, it's Jim, and welcome to Better Radio Websites, the podcast that wants to help you get more visitors and the most revenue from your radio station website. Thank you so much for tuning in this week, and if you haven't yet, be sure that you like, subscribe, and leave a comment wherever you get this podcast so that it can grow year after year. Those mean so much to us. Well, it kind of surprised me over the holidays how some of my family members had not even experienced anything AI yet. A few of the kids that I talked to had, because they have been using ChatGPT and other AI tools with their homework. And this was much to a surprise to the parents of those kids, by the way. Well, AI will soon touch everybody's lives in some way, some form, or fashion. And pretty soon, we're going to get to the point to where we're going to be like, how did we ever get around and cope and deal with and handle the day-to-day without the help of AI? So it's not something that you want to get left behind on. ChatGPT is my go-to for content ideas, coding help, all kinds of other things. If you haven't jumped on board with AI yet, it's very well worth your time jumping on board and spending some time with it. Some still think that you need unique prompts to get AI to do whatever you want it to, but that's really not the case. ChatGPT specifically is really more lifelike. You can talk to ChatGPT just like you would talk to me, and we were having a conversation back and forth. You can give it a prompt, it will spit out something, and if you don't like it, you don't have to re-enter the prompt again. You can say, no, that's not what I meant. I mean this. You speak to it exactly like you would a person. And a lot of folks really don't get that, and that's why they're kind of apprehensive to even jump in and try it. They think they need to be some sort of a prompt expert in order to get to do anything at all. But no, you talk to it just like you would a person, thus the chat part of the ChatGPT. So today I wanted to focus on how ChatGPT can be utilized across different departments of your radio station. Then we'll talk about how ChatGPT can help your radio station website specifically. So let's kind of go department by department. Programming and on air. ChatGPT can be used in script writing and in show prep. ChatGPT can assist in generating creative content for scripts, outlines, show topic ideas. Ask it to create a list of show topics for the week and then go back to that thread week after week, kind of keep that thread alive without deleting it, because it will learn your specific style over time. You can actually sit there and tell it, no, I don't like this. This is not our style, or this is not more our style. And it will learn from you over time. And then what it gives you back over time is going to be a whole lot better. It can be used in preparing for interviews. You can utilize ChatGPT to research topics, generate exciting questions for guest interviews. I mean, the list can go on and on and on. It really depends on the talent and how they feel more comfortable with ChatGPT. They can get in there and talk to it just like they're a consultant, basically, and get ideas on how to make their shows better. You can use it in news and editorial, like summarizing news. AI tools can quickly summarize articles and news stories, helping your journalists prepare news segments more efficiently. AI can even transcribe and completely rewrite news stories from other sources so that you avoid plagiarism and copyright issues. Now, there is some sort of a line that you don't want to cross with that, but these are tools that can really help your news staff be a whole lot better. They can be used as fact-checking as well. Preliminary fact-checking, gathering background information on news stories and the people involved in those news stories. Of course, as you know, when fact-checking, you always want to use multiple sources. Don't just take ChatGPT's word for it. ChatGPT has been wrong several times, and a lot of those times have made news headlines themselves when ChatGPT was wrong. So you do want to be careful on the information, how you use the information that ChatGPT gives back to you. Sales can use ChatGPT as well. Lead generation ideas. Yeah, ChatGPT can suggest creative approaches for generating advertising leads and brainstorming sales strategies. It can be used to draft sales pitches and emails. Yeah, initial versions of those can be, you can draft those in ChatGPT, say, hey, I have a client that's this or likes this, or we want to talk about a quarterly versus a yearly or something like that. And it will create the pitch and the email for the salesperson. Of course, you can use ChatGPT for script writing as well. Give it the client's background, the kind of business they do, what kind of style that they like. Are they more funny? Are they more serious? And ChatGPT can help you write multiple voice commercials for this client. And then keep a chat of each one of those clients so that ChatGPT can have a background the next time you go to it. Okay, this month we want to talk about this. Okay, great. You'll see it spit out new scripts every month. And you can say, no, the client doesn't like this. The client wants more something like that. Speak to it as you would your copywriter, and ChatGPT can respond exactly like a copywriter would without the backlash. All right. I mean, I still voice several radio commercials, and just recently I used ChatGPT to come up with a script idea. It was a two-voicer, and it was a characters, two heavily redneck characters, and I gave it some background on them, what the client was, and what their business was, and what they were trying to achieve. And ChatGPT gave out a back and forth, two-person, two rednecks talking back and forth, and it was pretty much right on. We probably used 60% of what ChatGPT gave us for the script. Client loved it. Now you can take that a little bit further and go to a service called 11 Labs. And I'll leave links to these, of course, in the show notes, but 11 Labs, you can paste in that script and have 11 Labs voice it for you over AI. As a matter of fact, I've had 11 Labs voice this podcast one of the first times that we were talking about AI. So it's very good. A lot of radio stations are using this back and forth, having ChatGPT generate the script and then going into 11 Labs and then having a voice there voice it to avoid their stop sets being voiced by the same person. And you know, these small markets, you only have a limited number of voices, so that same voice is pretty much on every commercial. This kind of helps you avoid that and makes your radio station sound a whole lot better. Now, if you're really impressed with what ChatGPT and 11 Labs can do, you want to check out a service called Radio Workflow. I had a chance at a recent convention to check out what they're doing with Radio Workflow, and you could be sitting in a client's office and give it their newspaper ad, or maybe something that they did in a magazine or something like that, or just a simple prompt, and then Radio Workflow will write the script and voice it right there as you sit in their office within just a minute. All they have to do is sign off on it, and you can make changes right there in the client's office. So if you're impressed by some of the things once you get into ChatGPT and 11 Labs, and you want to take it a step further, look into the service called Radio Workflow. Just absolutely mind-blowing what they're doing there. All right, so let's jump back into it. Let's talk about marketing and promotions. ChatGPT can help there as well by helping to generate initial drafts, social media posts, promotional content, campaign ideas. You can sit there and have ChatGPT go by and give you your promotional calendar for the entire year, what the radio station should be maybe focusing on, and then like Valentine's Day ideas or Easter ideas or Halloween ideas that the radio station could do. All of these things can be generated within ChatGPT. You can do market research and trend analysis. ChatGPT can assist in gathering insights on market trends, listener preferences, And you can also create surveys and polls within ChatGPT to get listener feedback and their preferences. Admin and HR can use ChatGPT as well by helping draft routine documents, emails, and reports. It can generate ideas for team building activities and internal communications. So, I mean, really, ChatGPT and other AI tools can be used regardless of what department that you are in at the radio station. So, how can ChatGPT specifically help your website? Gosh, buckle in, because there's a lot of ways that ChatGPT can help your radio station website. It can help your website become more engaging, informative, and interactive. All right, so let's jump into it. Of course, blog post creation. ChatGPT helps me each week to come up with this podcast, which is also a blog post. For your radio station, it can help you with the latest music trends, artist interviews, behind the scenes insight. ChatGPT can draft compelling blog posts that really keep your listeners coming back. That's all what it's all about, is keeping listeners coming back to your radio station website. Idea generation. If you're stuck in a rut on wondering what to write about this week or today, ChatGPT can help you with that as well. It can come up with ideas for podcasts, features, special segments. It can good at keeping your content calendar really vibrant and diverse. I mean, really, we're only scratching the surface of what ChatGPT can do. I mean, that's what we're talking about here on the podcast. Really, it's up to you to make it shine. Your ideas and you interacting with it will make it really for your radio station and your brand and in your voice. It can help you create SEO-friendly content. If you've written something and maybe you're unsure what keyword to use, or if you're really unsure that the copy that you have written is SEO friendly, just paste it in to ChatGPT and says, here's my copy, make it SEO friendly and suggest keywords that I can use in order to target my audience. It can do all of that. All right. It also can help with image creation. Now, we've talked about other AI image tools in the past, but ChatGPT uses their DALL-E 3 model to generate images directly within the chat. You can have it write you a blog post and then immediately say, hey, that's awesome. Create a featured image for this blog post in a 16:9 format. Boom. There it is. And you can say, no, I really don't like that. How about this? All right. And it'll do it again as many times as you want to. Now, some of the image creation may not be perfect. You're going to have to say, I do like this, but I don't like that. And there are other AI image creation tools out there. My go-to is Midjourney. I find that it does a little bit better job in some things. In some things it does better, but in other things, ChatGPT's DALL-E 3 model does it a whole lot better. And there's a ton of other AI generation tools out there that you can choose from. So really, today we're focusing mainly on ChatGPT, but there are a ton of other AI tools out there that can help you not only with your radio station website, but in other areas of your radio station as well. Now, they're all powerful, but their output should be taken with a bit of skepticism. I mean, because as I mentioned before, some of the text that it produces may not be super accurate, or it may be filtered through a lens of maybe wherever they got that information from. So you want to kind of keep that in mind. You never want to take something out of ChatGPT and just copy and paste it as your own. This is a tool to use. Now, a lot of folks, they are taking it and directly copying and pasting it, and that's fine for the most part. But keep in mind that search engines are looking for AI-generated content. And when they find it, they can penalize your station website for having that AI-generated content there. So it's important to take the content that you get from ChatGPT or any of these other text-based services and then make it your own. Go in and read it word for word. No, I really wouldn't talk this way. Let me change that, or mix it around. And then there are other services out there where you can paste that content into that service and say, is this AI generated? and they'll give you a score on whether they think it's generated or not. If they don't think it's AI generated, then you're probably safe at posting that on your radio station website and having it be very good for your SEO. Now, ChatGPT, they do have a free tier, but their $20 a month tier is well worth it. As I mentioned earlier, it's my go-to. I use it daily. It helped me in this podcast and blog post. I use it every day. So by integrating AI-generated tools like ChatGPT into your workflow, your radio station can improve efficiency, it can stimulate the creative process, and best of all, it can enhance your audience engagements. And that's really what it's all about. Just be mindful of the limitations and those ethical considerations that we talked about. Hopefully this helps you go out and create some great AI-generated content this week. All right. And be sure to leave a review and a comment and a thumbs up if you're watching this on our YouTube channel. We do appreciate you joining in every single week. Have an awesome week online, making your radio station website better. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening to Better Radio Websites. Remember to subscribe, leave a rating or comment, and share this episode with your team and radio colleagues. For show notes, archived episodes, and more free resources, visit betterradiowebsites.com. Need help starting or making your radio website better? Visit skyrocketradio.com.